Well, folks, we are officially in 2022, and crypto is still the future. But with the bull run imminent, and I say that because the market has been complete doo-doo butter lately. That's right, I said doo-doo butter. Rolls off the tongue nicely, but doesn't taste good on it. We want to make sure that your wallets are filled up, and your New Year's resolution of no longer being broke comes true. So that is what this video will do, or so we hope. But before we get into this video, I gotta get a few things off my chest. Why am I talking to you guys like you're my therapist? First off, see this advisor right here that my editor put up on the screen? Yeah, that makes me unliable for pretty much everything, because words are stronger than me, and I'm pretty strong. I lifted a cookie to my mouth once. I also noticed that a lot of you watching aren't subscribed, which is an insult to me and truly hurts my feelings. So if you want to make my New Year's a good one, then make sure to hit that like and sub button now. Thank you. Now let's get into the video, shall we? So I'm going to talk about 5 coins that I truly believe are going to boom and get you at least 10-time gains within the first quarter of 2022. And I'll show you why, of course, for a small fee of $5.99 per second you watch of this video. Okay, enough jokes, we'll get into this. So the first coin we have up is, drumroll please, Ethereum. Now I know what you're thinking. Of course this generic YouTube influencer says Ethereum. Ethereum and Bitcoin is all these guys talk about. Yeah, I get it. But let me explain myself before you dropkick me through 10 dimensions of peanut butter. You are right, us YouTubers are generic and suck off Ethereum for a living. But there's a good reason why. Ethereum is the main blockchain that backs up pretty much everything, mainly NFTs. And NFTs have been really exploding right now, in a good way. Even though there are about 9 trillion Doodle and Bored Ape Yacht Club derivatives that pop up in your Twitter feed nowadays. Seriously though, what is up with that? People gotta start getting original. You know what? Screw it. They all seem to be successful anyway, so I'm starting an NFT collection called the Bored Ape Donkey Doodle Kindergarten Kit Kat Punk Club, and I will sell 10 million of them instead of 10,000. Let me know in the comments below if you want to be whitelisted for it. But seriously, it feels like every day we move one step closer to having NFTs be mainstream, with companies like Marvel, Adidas, Disney, McDonald's, Ozzy Osbourne, some girl who sells farts in a jar and makes $50,000 a week. Man, I'm in the wrong business. But with all those brands and celebrities coming into the space, we are headed in the right direction. It's like when Ninja played Fortnite with Drake, it was a defining moment basically that collided industries, making gaming pretty much mainstream. So with NFTs exploding and Ethereum being the main thing supporting it, it's bound to explode anytime and probably sooner than you think. Now I know Ethereum had a bad run this month with it going down, but let's be real for a second. What coin doesn't go through that? Even Bitcoin got absolutely decimated. But it really doesn't mean anything because everything in this market does that. Goes up, goes down. It's like you're taking your money out of your pocket and just putting it on a roller coaster ride. Now don't get me wrong, we all know Ethereum has some serious issues. More than one. However, let's talk about the main one. Gas prices. No, not those gas prices. Although those are pretty bad as well, they're not nearly as bad as Ethereum's. When you go to mint an NFT that costs let's say $200 can be turned into $2,000 because of gas. It's a system that is super broken and leads people away from investing, which is what will bring me into my next coin here in a second. There are coins that you can look into like Polygon that fix a lot of Ethereum's issues as well. Also, keep in mind Ethereum 2.0 is well on its way, which should be coming out around the same time the next Avatar movie comes out. So I think Ethereum will honestly just be a coin I always recommend, because how do you not? Now I won't go too much further into this one because it's just obvious. So let's move on to the next ones. The next one up is Avalanche. Now we talked a little bit about Avalanche in the last video, but insanely briefly. Here, take a look at this clip. This one is ranking currently just out of the top 10, but that might not be for too long. It's currently priced at above $110 and the market cap at $27 billion. Now this chart is just like the Terra one, all the way up. These coins are in the top 10 for a reason. Though there is a little bit of a stalemate going on in this chart right now, it can sometimes mean that there is a boom coming. So get it before it happens. So right there alone is a little bit of an explanation why you should look into it. But let's go even further, shall we? As you can see by the current chart here, it is dipping down a little bit right now. But I truly feel we're headed towards a nice little reset, where we will see this go up from now on. I mean, just take a look at how much AVAX has gone up in the past year. The growth is bigger than that of an Avalanche, which seems pretty ironic. Mainly only because I made it ironic. I'm gonna stop talking now. Next up, we have Polygon, which of course is another coin that I talk about quite often. But there have been a lot of updates, which is why I want to talk about it again. With their recent updates, it's put Polygon in really good shape, which is exactly what a polygon is, a shape. Polygon has an excellent position in the upcoming L2 wars. They already have a token that has liquidity. They have multiple off-ramps. They already have a huge community, and they have a funding plus institutional support. Remember when I told you in the past videos that Polygon does things to fix issues that Ethereum presents? Well, it's doing just that. Ethereum 2.0 is on the way, so who knows if Polygon will be relevant still when that comes out. But you should really capitalize on the current state it's in because it's in a good one. Now this next one I've never really talked about, and that's by the name of Tesos, which sounds like a Jeff Bezos derivative. move. Recently, the Gap has jumped into the NFT world on the Tesos network, supplying physical perks. Now that is huge and probably something we're going to see more of in the future. Might even see it from Adidas, who just recently joined the metaverse. But this is huge to see that companies are offering physical real-life items as opposed to just digital artwork or digital perks. To be more precise as to what perk they are offering, they are supplying certain NFT holders limited edition physical hoodies. So Tesos is setting the standard for the future, and be excited because the future is looking brighter than the damn iPhone flashlight that comes on randomly by itself sometimes. That thing drives me absolutely nuts. Next up, we have Helium. No, not the helium that you and your intelligent friends used to sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. I'm talking about the Helium blockchain. For those who don't know what it is, let me bust out my big brain. Helium blockchain is a new open source public blockchain created entirely to incentivize the creation of physical decentralized wireless networks. The Helium networks is a physical wireless network that succeeds based on the amount of reliable coverage it can create for users deploying connected devices on it. Now what you're probably saying to yourself right now is, how can a man have that ugly of a beard but be that intelligent? It's simple. I googled it and read it to you to sound smart. But the Helium network has just recently recorded more than 450,000 hotspots. It's a steady growing 5G alternative in the Internet of Things era. So this is huge, people. It's like a not so hidden gem that I feel most of you don't know about. You can thank me by providing all this amazing information by liking and subscribing to this video. And make sure to follow us on Twitter here. Next up, we have Utrust. Do you trust me on this one? Sorry guys, being a dad has made me really corny. Now Utrust has just announced that they have been acquired by the Elrond network. Utrust is integrated Eagle. Now for those who don't know what that even means, just know this. 10,000 businesses are now and can accept Eagle payments which are settled through Utrust. To sum it up, now is the time to become a Web3 merchant. There will be a lot of money in the space and benefits, so keep your eye on this bad boy. Last but not least, we have DYDX. Now I know I went over 5 coins, but I want to make sure I tell you as much as I can in hopes that one of these bad boys will do you good. Not do you good in that way, you sick perverts. So this coin that sounds like a math equation is an interesting one. They just announced their outline plans for a full decentralization in late 2022. Now if you're unfamiliar as to what DYDX is in the crypto world, it's a decentralized exchange platform for cryptocurrency margin trading for assets like BTC, ETH, SOL, DOT, and much more. The bulk of DYDX crypto margin trading projects reside atop the ETH blockchain. However, the exchange recently rolled out on Layer 2 for instantly settled, inexpensive trades. Whew, now that's a lot of info, but let it all sink in and capitalize on these early opportunities, because if you don't, then I will come over to your house and eat all your Pop-Tarts. That is the full list of coins today that you should really keep your eyes on. If you like this video, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and follow us on Twitter here. We do a lot of giveaways and we are very active with our community. Let us know in the comments below more coins that we should look into, and we may just do that. Love you guys and see you in the next one.